On behalf of the Refugee Consortium of Kenya, I am deeply honored to welcome you to this regional forum on access to labor markets for refugees. This convening reflects our shared commitment as the East African community to advance socioeconomic inclusion for displaced persons across East Africa, a region that has long exemplified solidarity and resilience.
We are meeting today as we approach the end of a turbulent year for the humanitarian sector. A year that marks the beginning of what most actors are terming as a humanitarian reset. And this reset is mainly driven by the drastic changes in the funding landscape for both humanitarian work but also development work. So we are meant to look at these changes as a way of spurring action in the sector in terms of ensuring that we are able to not only grapple with displacement, which continues to be on the rise because of continued wars, particularly in this region, climate change and other disruptions that cause people to move.
Access to labor markets has been a challenge for refugees and the host communities as well. And we cannot talk about access to labor markets without discussing the international labor standards, of course, which are used to implement some of the international human rights instruments.
This forum is designed to share best practices, identify regulatory and practical gaps, and co-create actionable strategies.
The reason why the government is trying to develop the Shirika plan is because of the dwindling funding. The government is of the view that refugees and host communities need to be supported by access of documents so that they can access the services. The services offered at the local government and at the national government and with the private sector. We're going to see how the government wants to move from the encampment policy to more of an integrated settlement.
Refugees in Uganda are put in settlements, but with also the provision that if you move to the urban area, you're able to take care of yourself. So refugees easily move across the country once they're in the country, once they're documented. So that freedom of movement is very important.
In terms of legislation, South Sudan is good in terms of legislation and inclusion of the refugees into national services. We learned that the refugees who are coming to the country are at advantage to South Sudan because majority of the South Sudanese never know how they conduct their markets. Most of the people are rural, backgrounds, and so the refugees who are coming, especially the Sudanese who are coming from Sudan. If you go to Juba, you see they open their restaurants. They are controlling markets like the Konye. They have their shop, and these shops they are regulated by the government. They are given a work permit to conduct their businesses.
Together, we will explore harmonizing work permit procedures, mutual recognition of skills, private sector engagement, also collaboration. We will also deliberate on innovative tools such as the Regional Access to Work Index and accountability mechanisms to ensure sustainable progress.